talk about this real quick. As many of y'all are probably aware, this has been kind of going around. Last Wednesday, Twitch dropped a major bomb on everybody with the awful announcement that they were killing everybody's like unlimited access to like highlights and restricting all users on the site to 100 hours of video, which is fucking nothing if you've been streaming like for years and years, you know. And the other thing they did with that, like because like nobody knew this was happening. They just fucking announced it that Wednesday. I woke up and it's like, oh, what? But the other thing they announced was that like you weren't able to like make new highlights on your Twitch channel until you got below the 100-hour limit. Because they said like, okay, we're deleting all highlights with the least number of views in like 2 months on April 19th or whatever. But they also said like you're not allowed to make new highlights until you get this below 100 hours. And they didn't. That's not part of the 2-hour or 2-month window. So like effective immediately, you can't make any more highlights. And that was a bit of a bombshell because, yeah, I do end up using the Twitch highlighter like quite a bit because whenever I do these push to reject streams, I have to I usually like make a highlight of the entire stream and then export it to YouTube. I like cut out the music at the beginning or whatever, and then I have to make like individual highlights and whatnot just to upload those to YouTube too. And so for the most part, I don't keep everything on Twitch. I like most of the stuff I kept were like some random highlights and mostly like the archives of all my big series like this, MAME Roulette, Neo Rank Masters, 1cc BBH. I just kind of left those there just for the hell of it. And I had 3,047 hours on the account. So and that's not even like the most. I've seen people with more. I've seen like 6,000, 8,000 hours. One guy had like 22,000 hours or something. So I immediately had like, okay, I can't make any more highlights. I gotta start deleting this shit like immediately. And so like over the last few days, over like the weekend and stuff like that, hey, I did it. I got below 100. But okay, so I will say this much. I at least feel very fortunate that I've been trying to preserve these things off Twitch as long as I have. Because I don't know what it was, but like something about the this whole system of having to you make a highlight of a stream and then it's saved forever. Something just seemed like off about that. And like from the beginning, like when I was doing MAME Roulette and all that, I'm like, I want to get these on YouTube just to like, you know, have a backup because they've got a button, you know, export to YouTube. Sometimes it was kind of like not consistent about when the highlights would actually like copy over. They got better about that, but struggling with that was always a fun experience. But this does make me consider myself lucky that I have been putting all this shit on YouTube like all this time since like 2016. Every now and then, like somebody will specifically say thanks to me, like, "Hey, I'm glad you put your VODs on YouTube," and I'm like, "Hey, all right, thank you." I'm glad people are watching them. Like, I don't put them on YouTube to... I don't even, like, monetize the videos. I think I tried, like, monetizing, like, some of them, but they don't really get that many views, and I don't want to put, like, extra ads on them. So they're strictly just there as, like, a means of preservation. Well, until unless I lose my YouTube account, which could happen. And so I have to... I don't have local VODs of everything, so there's, like, some stuff I'm gonna have to download before that happens. Like, you always need more backups, right? Yeah, I always say, like, if you enjoy these streams, I mean, obviously I'm focused more on Twitch, but I do always appreciate anybody that subs or gives bits or even clicks that donation button. But I don't spend these streams like, you know, Like, oh, you guys really got to give me money, you know. I'm always under the attitude of, you know, if people enjoy the stream, they'll choose to donate. They'll choose to support. So the YouTube there is just there because, like I said, I want all this stuff preserved on, like, I wanted it on another format because some people don't like watching on Twitch. And also, like, that's the other thing, like, it's hard to... The reason, like, one of the reasons they mention they're killing highlights is because, like, no, nobody watches highlights on YouTube, or highlights on Twitch from our data. Yeah, because it's a fucking pain in the ass to try to find this shit. Like, there's no, like, easy search or anything like that. So, of course, like, those views aren't getting those videos aren't getting as many views. But, like, the numbers they pulled out of their ass, like, only, like, 0.5% of streamers, like, exceed the 100 hours. The number of people I've heard complaining about this, man, I must know a lot of people in the 0.5%. I think they're just, like, counting anybody who's made an account, like, yeah, they're a streamer, even if they just use their Twitch account, like, primarily to chat. Like, yeah, they're a streamer. I don't know, they're not, it doesn't seem like they're going to, reverse course on this. Like, I think they're committed to this stupid thing. So it is what it is. Like I said, I feel very fortunate that I've been getting these all up on YouTube for, like, the past 9 years. And, like, the vast majority of everything I've ever streamed, like, I'd say, like, 99.8%, 99.9% of what I've streamed is on YouTube. There's, like, there were some VODs I didn't save, like, back in the day. They didn't get copied over, but that was back when I was streaming at the wrong resolution and using this shitty headset mic that was awful. I don't know how anybody watched those streams. They were bad. But yeah, this feels like they're burning the Library of Alexandria down. Like, there's gonna be some streams that don't like send their VODs anywhere else. Some people that stop streaming. Some people that might not even be with us anymore. Like, they're just killing everything. They're just deleting people's VODs when they have no access to them, and that feels pretty terrible, man. I hate seeing internet history like that just get deleted. So, of course, I'd say, if you're one of those streamers that has all these highlights, obviously you've probably already started taking action. But I know there's going to be, like, some streams where the people just aren't gonna do anything. Rip Sunset Beach stream. It's on Internet Archive. I put that on Internet Archive, like, years ago. That's still on the internet, thankfully. That's the only place I could put it. So, yeah, like, I had to, when I was deleting all my highlights, that's the other thing I noticed, too. Some of my old VODs are, like, bugged. Like, I can't export them. Like, they're just completely fucked now. Like, apparently they were fine earlier in the week, and now they're, like, after everybody started panicking, there's, like, certain VODs in my highlights that you can't even watch them. Like, they're there, but you click on play and it just gives, like, an error. So I can't do anything with them. Because there's, like, when I said, like, 99.9% of what I stream, there were, like, a handful of games in the MAME Roulette project that I did not put on YouTube because Victor Entertainment, aka douchebags, were just blocking stuff. And so I left the Twitch VODs there because they didn't get blocked on Twitch. But now there's like 4 or 5 games that I played in MAME Roulette that I think I still have the VODs there, but they don't play. And so I don't have the local files. So I can't even grab them. I'd have to watch it and screen capture it. And it's like, does anybody, I don't know, is anybody really itching to see me play, like, 20 minutes of Bear Duke 2? I don't know. There were like 3,300 games in MAME Roulette. I'll live. It's fine. I'll live. But yeah, there's a handful of those I put on Internet Archive. I don't really do much with Internet Archive, but I put a few videos there just to just as an alternative to YouTube, just so that they were there somewhere. Like the one of the last MAME Roulette streams I did was the I went through a bunch of DDR games that are now emulated by MAME, and those licensed music tracks would not survive on YouTube. So the weird thing about the Victor Entertainment games is that they don't get blocked anymore. So if I just left the full VODs there, I think they would have gotten unblocked. Because that happened with episode, what was it, 228? I should have, that number's in my head. I think it was 228, where I exported the full VOD, and it got blocked, and I just left it as a private video. And now I check it, and it's like, oh, it's not blocked. They're just like, claiming the audio, but it's still viewable. So like, okay, well, I can make that. But yeah. Yeah, some of those roulette games will get played again, so if they're that obscure. But either way, not much is lost, but yeah, that's what I'll... Hold on, I've been babbling long enough, but the thing I wanted to say is that if there are like any streams that you have personally watched in the past, not me, other streamers, and they haven't said anything about like getting their VODs up on YouTube or anywhere else, you might have to take matters into your own hands and start downloading shit. You've got like a couple months to do that. It sucks, but if there's anything you really like, you know, you better grab it now before the VODs get fucked up and corrupted. Even if you were saving them on Twitch, like sometimes they don't get saved. What the fuck is going on? Awful. But yeah, I think that's about all I need to say. Like I said, my streams are mostly in good hands. As long as my YouTube doesn't get hacked or deleted when somebody decides to do a bunch of copyright claims. There's a handful of programs. I know there's a Twitch downloader, but it has the stupid Pepe Frog on it. There's a few options. No, I do not endorse BBH Coin. I know I haven't been posting anything on social media, but I would not support anything like that. Yeah, I just gotta hope it fixes itself within the next 7 weeks, I guess. But yeah, I need to grab more of my more of this other stuff that I exported to YouTube, because you never know if this shit's gonna get deleted. Man. Sucks. Anyway. Youth Worship Explosion. Thank you very much for the 11 months. Anyway, that's all I need to say on that. Thank you to those of y'all that check out the YouTube videos, and I do appreciate it. Always makes me feel good when somebody specifically tells me, I'm glad you put your videos on YouTube. I'm glad it was worth the time. Also, yeah, we have a big old spreadsheet too. That also, I still need to like make a new command for that, but anything you're looking for that I've streamed, MAME Roulette, Neo Rank Masters, 1cc BBH, Push to Reject, all the other the sellout streams, they're all there. They're all in that spreadsheet, I think. Actually, I think the 2024 thing needs to be updated, because I didn't make all those public. Thank you, as always, to JCW for his tireless efforts to maintain that. Anyway. Yeah, sub to the YouTube channel. It's free. Why not? Alright, yeah, that's all I needed to say. Anyway.